Y'all know Florida's like my favorite state. Love Florida. Anyway, I'm really interested in some of these things. Apparently, so Disney World in Florida, Disney World,
That's an
it's in Orlando, and in Disney World, what happens? I never knew this. This is so fascinating to me, and it shows how much like rich companies really just control the entire world.
They got their own city.
Yeah, so apparently Walt Disney World, which is like I don't know if they call it Magic, whatever, Disney World in Orlando, they get to operate in what they call a special district. So it's called something Creek. I forgot what it is. The state of Florida, way back in the day, established that Disney World could essentially be their own government. What does that mean? They didn't have to listen to Florida for rules about the roads, for building maintenance codes, for, like if you live in a neighborhood, they'd be like, oh, you can't build higher than this, or you can't do that, or whatever. And they got to check for safety, and they got to pass you, this and third. Basically, Disney World could do whatever the fuck they want. Okay. Also, they have their own fire company, so like fire department, and they have their own police station. So essentially, they're a fully operational city. Now, it works in theory because people say, well, because Disney World is such a huge money-making industry that constantly is attracting so many people to the area, it's better off if they're their own thing because, number one, they also pay they pay for everything that happens within the city. The state doesn't have to subsidize it, which means if you are a local homeowner around Disney World, you're not paying for roads that tourists are driving on to essentially get to this theme park that you probably don't even go. So Disney's paying for all of Disney's stuff. This has worked. People didn't seem to mind until recently when the Florida governor announced a bill called Don't Say Gay, right? Or it's kind of termed the Don't Say Gay bill, which means that they can't teach kids in school no more about being transgenders or teach them about, like apparently, I don't know if this was true, but they were acting like kids were learning like 6 or 7 years old about being gay and stuff like that. And they felt like that's kind of being prejudiced if you're teaching them about sexuality that early. And also if you're telling them that, they could pick the gender of a polar bear or whatever the case is, you're going to have more transgendered children. Not by out of, that's what they really are, is that you're teaching them to be that, right? So the bill came up to say, y'all can't do that no more with kids. Now, Disney is a very kid-friendly place, and essentially they fought back against the bill saying, hey, no, that's not right. By the way, here at Disney World, we have a lot of things to cater to transgender children, and we support kids, figuring out their identity, all that type of good stuff, right? Florida, and by the way, the governor is trying to make a run against Trump for possibly the presidential candidate for the Republicans. So he's decided, you know what, let me put my foot on Disney's neck to show niggas I'm about that life. Because what did Trump do when he was in office? He put his foot on people's necks, right? And people thought that was either strong or just like insensitive, but some people like it because it looked like a strong leader. What people say about Biden, he looked pussy. He looked like he finna die. So this dude said, that special tax exemption that y'all had and that special district y'all operated in, we're finna remove it from Disney World, which means now y'all have to listen to y'all local municipalities in what roads you're gonna build. You're gonna have to pay whatever taxes you have to pay. That's not gonna be appraised by you because here the crazy thing, Disney would actually make up a number of what taxes they feel they owe, and whatever they said they owe, they could pay. And nobody would check it. They would pay it to this, nobody would check it at all. So again, the governor trying to tell them to stop pushing the gay agenda in his mind is saying, we're going to take away your special tax status and this, you have a city that's a government in itself. I know this might be boring to some of y'all, but this is interesting to me. What ended up happening is that the governor announced that he's going to do that. All right, so bet. Disney pulled the illest finesse I've ever seen. When it was announced that their special tax exemption and the city privileges were going to go away, they had a meeting with their governing body to put into place plans of building shit for the next 30 years and also like plans of shit not changing until like some weird ass long ass time. Like there was talking about somebody descended like King Charles, some dumb shit. Anyway, the point of this was the government's playing checkers, Disney played chess. The government tried to come in and regulate Disney in Orlando, and Disney basically told them by the time they came to take power, yo, we already regulated ourselves for the next like 50 years. So you have nothing to do, and we already, like, since you guys didn't take the reins yet, we already set up everything we need to do. So essentially, the reason why y'all are coming in to regulate, y'all ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. So that's their beef going back and forth. And I've been watching like this interesting beef because I never knew that companies could have this much power over government. I thought the government was the end all be all. So you get to realize companies like Disney, like they're almost equivalent to local democracies, or not even democracies, local governments, because they could do what they want. So it started to make me look into like other things about other companies. Like what about Apple? What about these other, really rich companies? How do they deal with the government? Because a peon like me and you and whatever little small company we have, we can't tell them, oh, we want to do this because of whatever. They're gonna like, shut the fuck up. So I've also been looking at what do you call it again? Obviously Amazon, which is pretty much like one of the biggest companies in the world. And I haven't really gotten too far into looking at that, but these special exemption codes were crazy that, I don't want to just keep talking without y'all could see something. I want to play something real quick that y'all could understand it. Disney Florida explained. Let me see. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm going to play. It's 3 minutes. This is 3 minutes, so don't worry about it.
To really get.
All right. Okay. I think I get a gist of it. Disney could do whatever the fuck they want. They have their own fire department, police stations, and ambulances, everything, hospitals, everything. You know what I mean? Which, again, for them, they save way more money when the government can't tell them anything. And also, anything they have to pay to the county that they reside in or the state, they get to make up the number. So, like, imagine somebody tell you to bill yourself. How much are you really going to bill yourself? So they've been really chilling. And the Florida governor trying to break it up, but I ain't gonna lie, they finesse her. So salute to Disney and salute to the governor too, because I like that fight. Anyway,
I'm waiting on some other shit, man.
If you ask me who's gonna win, I think the LGBT community is gonna win. I think Disney's fighting for that community because it's gonna look good and they're gonna make a shit ton of money. And yeah, it is what it is.
But it's Florida, bro. They ain't even on that shit, bro. So they might not win.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
Florida,
if you seen the finesse they did, bro, the finesse they did is ridiculous, dog. Yo, like you get what I'm saying with the finesse? It's like, yo, boom. Imagine you could do whatever you want, right? You could you could do whatever you want at your crib. And I tell you, I'm about to send somebody over to your crib, and now anytime you want to do something at your crib, you got to ask that person. And right the day before you get there, you publish something saying, all right, we have already decided on everything I'm going to ever do at this crib for the next 30 years. So the nigga gets there the next day and be like, wait, hold on. I'm here to regulate. You like, nigga, they ain't nothing to regulate. We already decided everything. What you talking about? That's an ill finesse, bro. That's an ill finesse. Somebody says you're late. Florida already won. I think Florida is trying to run it back. Like, they're trying to repeal it, but I don't know if it's let me see, Florida Disney. I don't think it's fully, like, repealed yet. They're trying to repeal some of the things they did, but I don't know if that's going to work. We'll see. All All right. Anyway, I think I'm good for now, man. I'll tell you what topics I'm probably gonna be putting up. I'm probably gonna be leading with tomorrow, tomorrow. We're gonna lead tomorrow with. We're gonna get into some of the YSL drama. Like, you know what I mean? The nigga get his finger stuck up his butt. The dude, Lil Rod, he had weed sewed into his drawers, so they had to strip search him. Nigga was crying like he was getting gutted like a pig. We're also. Oh, never mind. Let me end with this. Let me just end with this Tory Lane shit, because I'm not gonna cover that tomorrow. All right. This is also interesting, chat. So anyway, Tory Lanez came out and put. Wait, what the fuck? I can't even see my own page. Here we go. Tory Lanez came out. I'm gonna just go to my YouTube video. Tory. And essentially, he made a statement against what's going